Hello. And top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you.
We are here back. It is mandatory reactions once again.
Reactions, baby.
With the
tribe.
The tribesmen.
And special guest. Nate G.
Baby. Give it up.
Hey, baby. What's happening?
What's poppin', Nate G?
So, that was an episode of almost just some more setups. There's some plot lines getting set up.
Yeah.
There's Moff Gideon's pulling up for half a second. There's no mention of the Fett.
There was some skeevy people in the very beginning popping up, doing some skeevy things to some spaceships. You could just tell them.
He got a tracker device on the what's it called?
On the Razor Crest.
Has a tracker device.
Yeah, the Razor Crest.
They used to being tracked by the Empire. What's
so
left
they
of it.
know where he's at, and how do they know where he's at? They knew he was gonna come to that planet.
I don't know if they knew he was gonna come to that planet or how that all worked out.
everywhere.
Actually, I didn't actually catch on to that.
Well, I feel like they had that base, and they had that big shootout at that town, and the shock trooper.
So they already had people.
Yeah, I feel like they just monitored it, let them flip the culture there, let them start back up on town, and they just monitored
Had a couple
it.
people there.
And they knew eventually they would make contact with Mando.
Had to.
For sure.
Yeah.
I like how the show started off like with that nigga Yoda. Put that nigga Yoda in that little space carrier thing. It kind of like showed his like progression because you're not sure how old that nigga is, and then as soon as you see him kind of go, but you see him kind of go into the class age of, like he may or may not retain anything in that like lesson that he was dropped off at.
He's trying,
but it was probably his age group. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of like put him around like peers.
Man was like, you fit.
Understanding.
Yeah,
like,
and in human years, they were like 8, 9. Yeah.
Maybe
like 10.
You saying over episode 1 to 2?
No, I'm saying those kids that were in the classroom.
Yeah.
They were like 10 years
when they
old.
put him in that class, like they didn't put him around no like little kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they put him around like fucking robot talking about like fucking
robots and droids. Everybody
these-
in their universe can fix a droid.
Must have been third period, robots and droids.
Okay.
Saying.
So they're like trying to pull up to a quote unquote abandoned station. They run into a bunch of enemies, and then they run into it's all set up. It obviously feels like they wanted them to go there. So I almost feel like they wanted him to hear about the blood, that old message. Why?
The dude tried to blow out. He tried to blow out the thing. I think that it's like a semi-abandoned lair, in a sense. That's what I kind of think because it gets shown.
They're gonna have people sitting everywhere.
It gets shown several times. So it's in the game. It's in the video game. The where, you know.
Is that where the Jedi Temple is, low key, like deep. I swear that was the same. That was the same. I remember I played I played that shit over and over again.
I don't know where that level is in the game. I don't know where that level is in the game.
They called it a different map though, so we might be tripping.
I don't know. It was really specific. It looked really specific. And then it's in the movie. And Rey climbs up the cliff, and she goes up there and like tries to like save her dad or something, or no. Okay, now I'm mixing the game. So somebody tries to save their dad on that lot, their father, and like watches him die. It's in one of the games.
Who the fuck?
They get blasted.
Bleak. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Rewind.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. We can keep it. All right. So Tooms, we're at the point where they're blasting. They're trying to they're just trying to blow up that ship. They're trying to blow up that station so there's no more.
It's a laboratory because she says it so definitely after because they find clones. They're like, it's a laboratory, and then in the clones, they're talking about creating something, and they need something with a higher M count. Midichlorians, obviously, they're talking about something with. And then they start talking about how they're getting the blood from the child.
They're talking about Snoke types.
Yeah, they're talking about making
anyone who can retain the Force's blood.
Exactly, they're trying to make something that can retain the Force's blood.
Honestly, I don't even think this is one of their more like serious labs. I think this is one of the lower end ones.
Yeah,
and like you guys said, and I think like you said, they did that on purpose to lead Mando on, so that way it gives this journey and this plot some more depth, because now Mando has to decide not only does he deliver the baby to the Jedi, but does he continue to try to stop
protect the
Empire.
child. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's
He
got
is where the child
now
is.
he's low key got to.
You can find
he's got
him if you know where
He's
Mando
got to
is.
fight the Empire now. He has to fight the Empire because he's got this child. And like I was saying before, making clones is a Sith thing. It's a very, very dark force of the Jedi. I think like it's a Sith.
The Jedi played with it before
ancestral
Order
knowledge.
66.
They didn't
And then
use.
that taught
They
Mando.
didn't
Yeah,
use it
Boba.
on purpose. No, they didn't use it on
He's
purpose.
alive
They
now.
made them in the episode 2. You see Obi-Wan Kenobi go to get the clones, and he's like talking to those people, those big old long old white.
He's
headed
completely
people that are
surprised,
talking
but
to
he
him.
just
Like a
plays it
snake.
Yeah,
off.
and he doesn't
He
know.
plays
None
it
of the
off
Jedi
so
Order
well.
knows that they're having clones made for them. Nobody in the Jedi Order knows at all that they're having clones made for them.
Okay.
But he just accepts the clones like, oh, and then he meets Boba Fett or Jango Fett, and Jango Fett's like kind of like nervous to meet him, and he's kind of nervous around Jango because they already know bounty hunters don't roll with Jedis. That's also a Sith thing.
Mhm.
Bounty
Because-
hunters roll with the Sith,
Well,
especially the Mandalorians.
well, and
at
it
the time of
goes
the
back
stories.
to the Mandalorians and the Jedi having that huge clash in which they
Yeah.
almost wiped out the whole
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
The Purge.
Yep.
So, so now there's a customary question. Where do we think this is going? Obviously, Gideon's trying to get into his ass. I'm asking Toombs right now. Gideon's trying to get in that bitch. He knows he can find him if he can find Mando. Find the child, that is. And they obviously just want to harvest that fucker. There's no other agenda for them.
And
At all.
now,
Shit.
So, what do you think?
Um.
They still haven't pulled up that Anakin's Padawan or nothing. She got alluded to, so it's about to get so insane.
while he's on his way to try to find her, they put a tracking device on the ship.
Yeah.
They know where the baby is.
So they're gonna find her and her.
Yeah.
This is about to get crazy or what?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to talk about fucking Kara, whatever the fuck her name is, the shock trooper that...
Oh,
she got so,
Shock
her ass got so thick,
That's
but
the-
man, she got so thick, but I just...
She been eating since the first
She
season.
been-
Tell me you
eating.
still, the way she hit that smile on you, bro, the way she hit the smile on Mando.
Motherfucker spitting.
Yeah, she put on,
She loves
put on some
Mando.
weight. It was nice.
Everyone loves Mando. Look at him. Look at
Man,
his
she could put
father
on
like 10
many
titties.
pounds, whatever. As long as she that smile on. Anyway.
They brought everyone back. Everyone's
She
here
about to
now.
stomp at her.
They have set up all the
Everybody,
characters.
it's, you know, it's about to, yeah, you know, they setting shit up for the shebang, you know, shebang, you know, shebang, you know.
Hey, in a weird way,
Okay.
in a weird way, I feel like this might be a kind of Disney way of settling the beef between the Mandalorian and the Jedi, and they're
I
gonna
think
go
it's gonna get
some.
worse. I think we're about to find out why they don't fuck with each other eventually.
Well, we know why they don't fuck with each other, and that's because the Jedi wiped out the whole planet of Mandalore.
Yeah, they talk about it a lot in the Clone Wars too.
I've been watching the Clone Wars recently. I fell asleep to it last
It's
night.
hard.
It's crazy.
It's hard.
It's hard. The
savage.
animations are hard. The fight scenes are good.
So this episode got us kind of, you know, we're wondering what's going on.
They about to meet, what's her name?
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka's about to pull up, and shout out Paul Lee.
Yeah.
That, so it's that you're talking about that rebel looking orange coat that
Yeah,
that thick girl. She called him she's like no
Yeah.
I don't know about that blue because he's asking about what's going on with this Mando
He's
shit.
like the
What's going on
police
with
of
this
the
Yoda
time.
shit?
bro, he went from Star Wars fan to being in it.
So
That's
So yeah,
dope.
fun fact.
That's dope.
He was a
Cosplayer.
cosplayer, super fan,
And he's
they put
also
him in
in
an episode.
Kim's Convenience. Check that out. Mango's
Yeah,
hard.
shout out Paul.
So
Keep
yeah,
doing what you're doing.
much
Do
love
that
to
shit.
Brandon too for fucking hooking us up.
Clam.
He's
Clam
fucking
the
been
God.
letting us get it in here. We appreciate all 23 of you viewers so far, and we're gonna fucking get it popping here soon.
Man, where weed at?
Check that Mando song coming out soon this week, and we'll see you guys next week.
Mando. Mando.